Today I am looking at, it says slide 7 on our actual math assignment, but it's actually slide 16 on our notebook. So I have my digital place value chart open, which I put in your materials section of your Google Classroom if you'd like to use it, or you can do it on scrap paper. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is go over the example that they put here, and then we'll do this one as well, and then I'll have you guys do the last two. So we're plugging these numbers into a place value chart using dots. I'm going to use a bigger symbol so that you can see it. So it says example, 10 times 4 tens. The first thing I want to do is take this freebie. It's telling me to put 4 in my tens column. So I'm going to go to my tens column, and I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Essentially what this is saying is it's saying I've got 10 groups of these 4 party goers, okay? So I'm gonna make 10 groups of them. So there's one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a third group. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a fourth group. Let's see if I can fit another one in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a fourth one. Move it over like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's my 1, 2, 3, 4? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 10 groups of 4. That's what I did. Or you could do the river method where you do 4 times 1 is 4, and then you drop down the 0 to have 40. So I would count every single one of these, and here I have 40 dots or symbols. So that's where they're getting 40 tens. So 10 times 4 tens equals 40 tens, or 4 hundredths is what they're saying. And what they did is they grouped their tens, because remember, anytime there's more than 10, we have to move them to our next door neighbor because we can't have more than 10 due to COVID rules. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to get a circle for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to take this group right here. Let's make him transparent so you can see. And I'm going to move him over to the hundreds. Okay? And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got another group here. And I'm going to move him over to the hundreds. I've got, it looks like 1, 2 more groups. So I'm going to move 2 more. I'm just grouping them, and I'm going to move them over here. Okay? Now I only have 4 here. It's not enough to move over to the next column, so I am done with that problem. So really, 40 tens equals 4 hundreds, which is where they got the 4 here, or 400. So they are expanding this. So what I would do below here is I would write I have 4 of them, and then I hold the place values because I no longer have any tens, and I never had any ones to begin with. So when I expand 4 hundreds, this is what the number looks like, which is how they got 400. Okay, so I'm going to move over to 10 times 7 ones, and this should be a lot easier for you to see because they don't have any of the answers. So I'm going to pull up a new place value chart, and this time my freebie is saying I have got 7 ones. So I've got 7 ones right here. I'm going to make this a little smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, did I not double click? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And remember, it's saying I've got 10 groups of 7, or 7 times 1 is 7, and then drop down my 0, so I have 70. So I should have 70 dots in this. So I've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wrong column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. I'm going to make smaller dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, did it again. These are too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 6, 9, 70. Okay. I've got 70 dots here. So really, 10 times 7 ones equals 70. So I'm going to double click here and write 70 ones. Or, now I know I've got 10 groups of 7 here. So I know that I can shift over by using my shapes here. You don't have to do this, by the way. I'm going to count 10, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to move them to the next column. I'm not going to make this. Here's another group. And eventually we'll have 7 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's half of that group, but. And 7. So when we take our 7 and we shift them over to the neighbor, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups. So really, 70 ones equals 7 tens. So we're going to write 7 tens, or we need to expand it now. So we're going to write our number right here. We've got 7. And I no longer have any ones left because I moved them to the neighbor, so I have 0. So really, it is 70. I know that's really confusing because it's easier to do this on paper and move my dots over, but I just wanted you to be able to see. So down here, you're going to have 10 groups of 6 tens and 10 groups of 2 hundreds, and then you're going to shift whatever you need to shift over to the neighbors and write your answers just like we did up here.